हेलो एवरीवन। यह एसएससी स्टेनो ग्रेड सी का मैटर है जो मैं आपको 100 वर्ड्स पर मिनट की स्पीड से देने जा रही हूँ। सो बी रेडी। 5 सेकेंड्स। स्टार्ट। सर, talking about the Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act Amendment Bill 2015, I would like to say that a private member's bill is the right of every member. I can introduce it only in Rajya Sabha as I cannot go and introduce it in the Lok Sabha. Where is the bar in introducing money bills as private members' bills? Sir, no legislation is required for granting the special category status. If the government had agreed to grant the special category status to Andhra Pradesh, then the question of amendment to the Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act would not have arisen. The NDA government is unnecessarily complicating the issue of granting special category status. This is as per Rule 25 of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business in Rajya Sabha on private members' bills. A private member may also move a legislative proposal or a bill which he deems fit to be there in the statute book. He may give notice on this bill also with a text of the bill to be drafted by him, as the Secretariat may render only technical advice if so desired. In drafting a bill by a private member, there are certain procedural requirements on all legislative proposals, whether government or private, since in respect of private members' bills, members may not have access to expert advice, and there are certain procedures regulating the consideration of private members' bills. Sir, in a private member's bill, in the content of the bill is that it should be within the legislative competence of Parliament. In other words, the subject of the bill should relate to the subjects included in the Union or concurrent list contained in the 7th schedule to the Constitution of India. Secondly, notices of bills are required to be accompanied by copies of the text of the bill together with a statement of objects and reasons duly signed by the member giving notice. Sir, the third point is the most important. In addition to the statement of objects and reasons, a bill involving expenditure from the Consolidated Fund of India must also be accompanied by a financial memorandum inviting particular attention to the clauses involving expenditure and also giving an estimate of recurring and non-recurring expenditures likely to be involved in case the bill is passed into a law. The next point is that a bill involving proposals for the delegation of legislative power to any executive authority should be accompanied by a memorandum explaining such proposals and drawing attention to their scope and stating also whether they are of a normal or exceptional character. Another point is that a bill seeking to amend original sections of a principal act should be accompanied in the form of an annexure by an extract of all those sections of the principal act of which the amendment is sought. If the bill is one which under the Constitution cannot be introduced, that is Article 3 and 274 of the Constitution, without the previous sanction or recommendation of the President, the member in charge of the bill should annex to the notice a copy of such sanction or recommendation, as the notice is not valid until this requirement is complied with. In case of such bills, members in charge should obtain the recommendation of the President beforehand in order to enable them to proceed further with the bill. For this purpose, a member sends his request to the Secretariat for obtaining recommendation of the President. The request of the member is forwarded to the ministry concerned. The ministry recommending or withholding consideration of the bill then obtains the orders of the President and communicates the same to the Secretariat. On receiving intimation regarding President's order through the ministry, it is communicated to the member and published in the bulletin by the Secretariat. Sir, a private member's bill cannot become a money bill until it is passed in Rajya Sabha and adopted by the government. Article 117 of the Constitution does not apply to a private member's bill. It is applicable only to official bills. The present amendment bill proposed by me has crossed all the preliminary requirements of the scrutiny by the Rajya Sabha Secretariat, got the approval of the President, introduced in the House and discussed. Even the reply was given by the Honorable Minister, but the House adjourned at the time of voting due to lack of quorum. Hence, the right to reply by the member and the voting on the bill is only pending in the House at this stage. Sir, denying the right of the member is the basic violation of the privilege of the member. Sir, two private members' bills passed earlier by Rajya Sabha had financial requirements. These bills also, in one way or the other, required government's financial assistance. Sir, in this regard, I would like to state that my bill was submitted for President's sanction with the required memoranda, the statement of objects and reasons, and the financial memorandum. Sir, in the financial memorandum, clause 2 of the bill provides for the special category status for the state of Andhra Pradesh. The bill, if enacted, will involve expenditure from the Consolidated Fund of India. It is not possible to quantify the expenditure at this juncture. However, it is estimated that a sum of rupees 50,000 crores may be involved as a recurring expenditure per annum. Sir, in this, a non-recurring expenditure to the tune of rupees 1 lakh crores may also be involved for creating assets. Sir, there is no secret in this bill. This was sent to the Rajya Sabha Secretariat more than a year back, and it also got the President's assent more than a year back. Sir, it was listed in the last session of Rajya Sabha. It was repeatedly discussed in this House. Most of the aspects that I have mentioned in the bill are expenditures coming out of the consolidated fund, which will have to be appropriated. Now, this appropriation can also be done by the upper house.